Okay, I can't keep this up much longer. I'm sorry. That was fun. So Fizz, Gangplank, Gragas. Going banned right away. They're afraid of that Gragas jungle now. Along with Soraka and Tarek.
Makes sense.
Being banned by Fear, though. Fear was the one who's been using him to a huge advantage, and now they're taking him away.
That may have potentially been an accident. I think that might have actually been an accident.
So now, looks like we might have a support Karma instead.
Okay.
Potentially.
I was about to say, although I thought that I've been seeing a lot of Karmas in mid lane throughout the tournament, so.
But I think as a replacement for Tarek and no Soraka, Karma might just be
their go-to
their
in
next
that
best,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean by that. Ooh, Caitlyn. And Poppy. They
Oh,
let
Poppy
through.
trying to deny them.
Oh.
Their power top, I guess.
All right.
Still, oh, and they also banned out Echo, so they realize that top lane is a pretty pivotal role going into the late game for Fear.
Very
Let's see
much
how
so.
these bans affect the rest of the game. Oh, they're denying them their jungler with Graves and Nautilus. Interesting. I guess that's their replacement for top, I would imagine.
Yeah. Well, that's a little
There's
strange.
the Bard. Seen some interesting things go down with the Bard. Gonna hopefully see a pretty good execution on their part. I wonder how this Bard with Caitlyn is gonna go down.
I don't know.
Caitlyn's got the long range. Able to.
I mean,
kind of get an early lead over a lot of other ADCs in lane.
right. And I mean, if Bard actually does land a stun, Caitlyn can immediately throw out a few traps behind the person. They get double stunned essentially. They get
More or
an
less.
instantaneous headshot.
Oh, Lysandra right in the last couple seconds.
I like that. Haven't seen too many Lysandras.
Yeah.
But yeah.
People seem to be afraid to pick Lulu this time. I'm actually surprised that hasn't gone out right away because Lulu seemed
Pretty go-to pick
Yeah.
for most teams.
pretty useful as well so far. I'm just, to be frank, I'm a little glad that nobody's picked Maokai again this time. I mean, he seems to be doing really well, but I'm actually a little bit tired of seeing him. So,
And thus, you have found the true reason why we have patch updates.
no, it's just seeing him every single game. Oh, and there's the Lulu. So we're gonna see her again.
Lulu and Lucian.
Lucian. Gonna see how that plays out. Actually, surprised he didn't go for another Tristana pick because Tristana actually did really well, and an Elise coming in for their jungle, possibly. Haven't seen. Did anybody even play Elise during?
There were a few
There were a few?
Elise.
Okay.
In fact, I think Deathcat might have actually played an Elise against Market Esports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think someone was playing Caitlyn, and I remember watching Caitlyn ult Elise and do not even 100 damage to her because she actually had armor on at that point.
Okay.
So, and I remember thinking, oh, they need some armor pen, like stat. But, okay, so MSOE, Fear, looks like they...
This is an unusual comp for them. I haven't really seen them have these champions before.
Right. you can
Besides the Lulu, of course.
right. You can tell that these guys have worked together for a long time when the ADC always consistently has exhaust. Like they trust their support to be able to handle all the healing things in the background. Again, Karma has that passive that allows her to actually, make bigger heals, bigger shields in her mastery kit, but still, that's a lot of trust. But yeah, double ADC team comp for Fear, standard team setup for the most part. Lulu's just going to support whoever happens to have the enemy on top of them. For Death Cap, again, it's almost a standard setup, except they're more inclined to want to do picks, I think, or at least separate the enemy team before they go in.
Well, there's also just the multiple ways to shut down and just sort of take somebody out of the game for a little bit with both Lissandra's ult and Bard's ult.
Right.
Although Lissandra's ult, in many ways, is a little bit more useful because you can at least still harm the person trapped in the tomb when it's an enemy.
Right.
Bard, just everybody goes silent for a little bit.
Right, and Poppy, everyone goes flying for a second.
Oh yeah, goes flying right back towards base. So it's a lot of disengage I see here.
Right.
A lot of, and also just a lot of making sure everything's in the right position. Everything's getting set up for their big engagement for any team fight. Because if Lissandra starts by maybe jumping right in the middle of the team and then ulting herself